What's up, everyone? My name is Alexis, and today I want to talk about 5 practical ways that AI has upgraded my life. For the past couple of months, I've been using the large language model ChatGPT, which is probably the most popular so called AI that most people are using. Also, as a quick disclaimer, I've also been using ChatGPT Plus, which is their $20 a month subscription, which gives you access to additional features when compared to the free version. So this list is in no particular order. These are just some ways that I have been using AI and some of the benefits that have come from it. So first is enhanced creativity and idea generation. So AI is really helpful when it comes to things such as brainstorming ideas and letting your creativity flow. Sometimes it can be difficult or overwhelming when it comes to having to pick an idea, and this is where AI can help. So for instance, I'll use this video as an example. I know that I want to post more videos on YouTube, but it's not always clear which direction I want to go in, and it's easy to spiral, get stuck on the idea phase for a video, and just procrastinate and do nothing because you don't have a clear path. There are almost endless possibilities as far as what to talk about, and ChatGPT helps me narrow down my ideas. So this is a tech channel, and I have mostly posted reviews, but I'm also interested in talking about things that are related to tech. I just started by prompting ChatGPT asking for ideas for the next tech video. I know that I want to post something that's tech related, but I don't have a massive budget or a huge production team. So I asked ChatGPT for some ideas, and at first it kind of gave me some generic ideas, but I continued to prompt the AI and give it more restrictions. It helped me decide that I would just like to talk about how AI has improved my life. While it's not a totally groundbreaking idea, it's something that's tech related, doesn't really cost me a whole lot of money, and it's relevant to my life. So this is just one example related to content creation, but the concept of brainstorming and analyzing ideas can apply to anything that requires some thought and effort. The responses from AI are mostly generic, but the most powerful part about it is when you start imposing restrictions and specify that you want a more personalized response. So the way that I like to think about it is kind of like the old saying, thinking outside the box. I try to see it more as thinking inside the box. And what I mean by that is that I would argue that creativity often comes from restrictions such as limited resources, limited time, and manpower, etc. So just prompting ChatGPT has helped me with brainstorming and just throwing ideas out there and seeing what it responds with back. So the second item on the list is efficient research and information aggregation. So often I like to research topics and gather information from the internet. So before the internet was widely available, the traditional way to research required having to go to a library, check out a book, sit down and read. And as the internet became more widely available on desktop and now on mobile, the next most efficient way to research would usually involve using a search engine such as Google to find articles, research papers, etc. Today, I mostly find myself using ChatGPT and other popular LLMs to provide information, summarize large blocks of text, and it's a great way to aggregate articles automatically. You can ask ChatGPT to provide you with information directly or even give you a list of articles by having it search the web for you. Now it almost feels sort of outdated to have a question and go to Google. AI is able to give you a more personalized result based on what you ask. Even Google itself has arguably gotten worse as far as like the search results go. This could probably be a whole standalone video, but it seems like Google's search results are not up to the same quality as they used to be. While AI models are definitely not perfect, and they can still make mistakes, but they provide pretty good information on for the most part, and it's a lot more convenient than having to manually search the web. So instead of sifting through search results on Google, it's usually more convenient to just ask ChatGPT to get a more personalized result. Web searching using something like Google could take hours of trying to search for the right keywords, having to deal with ads, and websites that hijack their way to the top of the search results. So ChatGPT has made it more convenient to just ask for the exact information that you need, and it gives it to you directly in whatever format that you choose. So the third item on the list is tech support and troubleshooting. So this has definitely been a huge lifesaver in both my personal and professional life. So every day we all have to interact with technology more and more. I've always been fascinated by the latest technology, the latest gadgets and software. I would also consider myself to be tech savvy and relatively competent when it comes to using modern consumer electronics and software. I also do a little bit of programming, which often can be more about debugging and troubleshooting than actually writing code. Regardless of how tech savvy you are, we all encounter technology not working as expected. If you interface with technology, whether it's a phone, a computer, some smart device, even a mobile app, there's always a chance that something isn't working as it should be. So now with AI, it's never been easier to answer most tech questions and basically have a useful tech support available 24/7. So gone are the days that I would have to search the web and dig through a bunch of articles and forums to look for answers. LLMs such as ChatGPT and even Gemini are really powerful tools that have helped me debug and troubleshoot my devices. A common thing, especially when friends or family know that you're good with technology, you'll get random phone calls or text messages from people expecting you to be their free tech support. Don't get me wrong, while I love helping people, sometimes I'm busy or I'm simply not an expert in certain things. And it can especially get complicated when somebody asks you some kind of tech question and it's really niche or really specific and you've never encountered it before. Well, now it's actually a lot easier to troubleshoot my devices or help others with their tech questions using AI. Obviously, it doesn't always just give you the answer, but it's a great way to quickly get a guide or some suggestions on what you can do to try and fix the error. AI is great at providing, at the very least, some sense of direction when it comes to identifying what the problem is and how to fix it. The fourth item on the list is learning and personal development. So this one is very much related to two previous points. AI has access to basically all the information available on the web, and it has the ability to give you personalized results. And it's also able to give you information that's easily digestible. So these are all the essential tools that you would need in order to learn any skill. Whether you want to learn how to be a better programmer, improve your cooking skills, be a better writer, close more sales, or really anything. AI is a super powerful tool to accomplish this. So this goes hand in hand with personal development. By learning new skills and honing in on them, you can improve many aspects of your life, such as health, wealth, and personal relationships. One personal example that I have as far as skill enhancement is project management using Notion. In case you've never heard of Notion, it's basically like a fancy note-taking app that is highly customizable. You can write simple notes and even spreadsheets, or you can even go as far as making highly customizable workspaces with custom templates and views. Ever since I started using Notion around 5 years ago or so, I was blown away with how it works and the endless possibilities. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube and articles all over the internet about how to make your own workspace and leverage its customization options. I started by simply copying what other people were doing and trying to apply that same workflow into my workflow. So the main advantage of Notion is that it's super customizable. However, sometimes its main advantage can also be a huge disadvantage if you don't know how the app works. While I was able to somewhat make it work for me, some of the concepts were still kind of confusing and I didn't feel like I was getting the full potential of the app. I started consulting ChatGPT about how the app works and asking for advice on how I can create a Notion workspace that better fits my needs. So ChatGPT helped me by providing insight on how the app works and giving me personalized recommendations based on my needs. I would take its advice on how to create more useful spreadsheets, different views, and actually really helped me with the pain points that come from using Notion. So now, thanks to AI, I have a better understanding on how to take useful notes, create spreadsheets that are relevant, and how to make Notion work for me. So this leads me to my final point, which is smarter problem solving. So this one really encompasses all of the previous points earlier on the list. The ability to brainstorm, research, troubleshoot, and learn with the help of AI can lead to solving problems in a more effective manner. So one example I have for this point is my finances tracker that I developed over time using Notion. I am by no means an expert when it comes to financial planning or management, but with the help of AI, I've been able to take more control over my finances. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I have it all fully figured out, but at least I'm more aware of my finances thanks to stacking all of the previous points. So at least for me, my main issue was trying to make a budget and finding ways to stick to it and track it. I don't have the perfect system, however, it's miles ahead of how I was using it previously. So with the help of AI and iterating over time, now I have a useful Notion spreadsheet that helps me see what money comes in, what money goes out. And ChatGPT helped me design a custom database with different views that filter my income and expenses with different views, such as a daily view, a weekly view, and even a monthly view. Each entry is categorized and it helps me more clearly see the big picture. A nice bonus too is that at the end of the month, I can download all the data from the spreadsheet and upload it back to ChatGPT, and I have it analyze my finances and give me a report on all my finances for the month. So AI not only helped me with creating a good system, but it's also helping me with analyzing its results and providing useful insights. AI is a powerful tool that can make it easier to break down what seems like really complex problems into actionable steps and systems. So this can be applied to all kinds of problem solving as well as defining what the problem is in the first place. Once the problem is clearly defined, AI can also help with creating specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, also known as SMART goals. So for my final thoughts, these are just a few practical ways that I use AI to improve my life. There's no need to feel like you need to learn every AI tool that's available, and the constant buzz and hype around AI can get overwhelming. However, it doesn't need to be. If I were to give some advice on how to start using AI or how to use it more effectively, I would say to just focus on one or two platforms that better suits your needs. I mostly use ChatGPT and Gemini, and even then, I still haven't explored all the features that are available on them. So, with all that being said, this is just my experience and opinions, and I would like to hear what you all think and how have you been using AI to improve your day-to-day life. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.